This segment is sponsored by Prolacta Bioscience. September is NICU Awareness Month, dedicated to supporting premature infants and their families. One of the biggest advancements in the care of preemies is to the nutrition that is used to feed fragile infants. Well, today we are joined by Dr. Melinda Elliott. She is a neonatologist and the Chief Medical Officer at Prolacta Bioscience to discuss what leading NICUs are doing today to nurture their tiniest patients. Welcome to Great Day, Washington.
Thanks so much, and thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for coming on to talk about this. First of all, for people who maybe haven't been through this experience, what should we know about premature infants?
Well, I think, first of all, I want to clarify the premature infants we're talking about. There are over 400,000 babies born prematurely in the U.S. every year. That's 1 in 10 babies. But a small portion of these babies, about 40,000 a year, are born very prematurely. That's at 1,250 grams or 2¾ pounds of birth weight. They're born 3 months or more early. And one of the biggest breakthroughs we've had in the last 15 years or so has been a breakthrough that's enabled the smallest babies survive as early as 22 weeks and weighing less than 1 or 2 pounds. This has been the introduction of nutritional fortifiers made completely from human milk rather than from cow milk.
What are maybe the main concerns for babies who are that young that parents should know about for the health concerns of a preemie?
Well, there are many health concerns of a baby born 3 months or more early. I think the thing that many people don't talk about initially with families is nutrition and the importance of nutrition for these very tiny babies. These are children that miss out on growth in that last trimester, and they require 20 to 40% more calories or protein than mother's milk alone can provide. First and foremost, mom's milk is the most important thing for these tiny babies, and we need to help moms produce that milk to the best of our ability. But that milk has to be fortified. And there are 2 kinds of fortifier available, one made from cow milk and one made from human milk. And what we've learned is that the human milk-based fortifiers are much better for these babies. It puts them at less risk of some of the more severe problems associated with prematurity. This big breakthrough with this new nutritional fortification and what the data has shown is that NICUs with the best outcomes are those that use these 100% human milk-based fortifiers from Prolacta instead of cow milk. And that's to help prevent a life-threatening disease that these very tiny infants are at risk for, something called necrotizing enterocolitis, or NEC. The smaller the baby, the higher the risk. And in the very smallest babies, the death rate from NEC can be as high as 50%.
Wow.
So anything we can do to decrease that risk, which includes using a human milk-based fortifier, is the way to go, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do. I've had 2 babies, and I'm always, when you get to that point in the pregnancy, you're getting nervous, but I love these advancements, right? Because they're making you feel a little bit more safe. What should preemie parents be asking their hospitals?
Well, I think first I want to be clear that for larger premature babies and full-term babies, cow milk products are fine. The risk is not as great. But for these very tiny babies, it's really important for parents to be informed and know there's a choice. That when the clinicians talk to them about adding a human milk fortifier to their baby's milk, to mom's milk, that there's 2 kinds of human milk fortifiers, one made from cow milk and one from human milk. So it's important for parents to ask for Prolacta's human milk-based fortifiers if your baby's born very prematurely.
Okay, great information, something to keep in mind that we should know. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Melinda. To learn more about human milk-based fortifiers, you can go to prolacta.com.